Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about covalent bonds. So covalent bonds are bonds that occur between two nonmetals, and nonmetals are on the right side of the staircase if you were looking at a periodic table. And so the main thing about covalent bonds is that they share electrons, as seen in this graphic. So here where this arrow is pointing, you can see these shared electron pairs. Here are just two more examples of that with these shared pairs. So you're probably asking, what is sharing? Well, the sharing of electrons is basically when electrons from each atom are being used by both atoms in order for both atoms to have a full valence shell. And so ionic bonds obtain a full valence shell where one atom supplies extra electrons and another takes electrons. So sharing occurs based on electronegativity, and we aren't going to get into that now. This graphic just shows two atoms that are out to dinner and they are sharing, so they're covalent. So you're probably wondering, how do I know if it's a single covalent bond or not? Well, double and triple bonds only occur with the elements C and O SIPs. So if one of the elements in the bond is not one of those, it is a single bond. So the elements of that acronym are carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, silicon, phosphorus, and sulfur. So double triple bonds only occur when a CNO SIPs is bonded to another CNO SIPs. So oxygen, 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 nitrogen, or nitrogen and silicon, or phosphorus and sulfur, as long as both are CNO SIPs, it is a double or triple bond. So you're probably saying, great, but how do I know if it's a double or triple bond? And for that, you have to use the Lewis structures that you've worked on previously. And so this is if you know it's not a single bond, but you need to figure out if it's a double or triple. So you have to draw out your Lewis dot structures, remembering full valence shells. And when you get down to the pairs of electrons, if you have two pairs, it's a double bond, and if you have three pairs, it's a triple bond. It is indicated by the nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrogen here. So you're probably wondering why 2 and 3 are good. Well, double and triple covalent bonds are very useful because they allow bonds to happen that otherwise wouldn't, such as oxygen, which keeps you alive so you can watch presentations like this. If you look like Jackie Chan right now, that's okay, because we're going to be recapping covalent. What? So the first step is ionic or covalent. Then your second step is to use CNO SIPs to determine if it's single or not. Then your third step is, if you know it's not single, you have to determine whether it's double or triple, and you have to use your Lewis dot structures for that. So after all of that, now we have some practice, and if you feel like you want to pause this video, then you should do that now. So here are the answers. You can pause the video if you want to look at those. And here's my longhand sheet that I did with answers on them for extra help. And if you need more help with Lewis structures, this site is very useful. So remember, sharing is caring, especially with covalent bonds. And we are not talking about ionic bonds, which are taken, not shared. We are talking about shared, not taken bonds, which are only covalent bonds. So I hope you had a fun time covalenting, and have fun!